Hello and welcome back to my definitely not abandoned Beauxbatons sewing walkthrough tutorial video thing. As you can see, the costume beside me is almost done. All I have left to do on it now is to hem the skirts and then it'll be ready. And I do have that video coming soon, but before then, I'm going to make the shoes. So while browsing the internet, I came across these Jeffrey Campbell shoes, and they're practically perfect in almost every way, apart from the toe shape really. The original Beauxbatons ones have a very pointed toe, whereas these ones are round, but that's cool for me because I personally prefer a rounded toe. Pointed toes are just a little bit too witchy for my liking, which is also funny because my entire wardrobe is witch aesthetic, but that's another story for another day. So come with me on this week's journey as we take these red Jeffrey Campbell shoes that I found secondhand on the internet and turn them into a beautiful baby blue Beauxbaton shoe. Let's go! So here is what you'll need to turn your red pair of shoes into a beautiful baby blue. First, a pair of shoes, some sandpaper, some paint, definitely need a blue, paintbrushes. Let's start. Now the first step is to remove the laces. Get out of. The next step is to come outside and join me outside on this absolutely beautiful overcast day. What's he doing? Good boy. So I'm using sandpaper to scuff up the surface of the shoe. This removes any finishes that may have been on it and helps the paint adhere to it better. And through the magic of movie editing, both of the shoes are now sanded. So something I forgot to mention in the first part of the videos is fabric softener. So you get a little bit of this and mix it with your acrylic paint. That essentially becomes a fabric medium for helping acrylic paints adhere to fabrics. First of all, I will be painting the red parts of the shoe white, so that when I eventually do paint in light blue, the light blue will stand out a lot more. Alright, so the first base coat is done on the first shoe, so I'm going to do a few more of those and then I shall be able to paint it blue. Here I'm using a toothpick with the tiniest amount of light blue paint just to fill in all the dots in the toe of the shoe. And finally painting the eyelets to match the toe and the heel colour. Alright, so now that the painting on the shoes is pretty much done and all dry, the next step is to make the tassely tongue bits that they have on the end here. So all I'm going to do is get some of this leather here, and then slice them so they've got some tassels, and then I'll just glue them along the inside of the pre-existing tongue so that they hang over like that. Calceus revelio. Alright, so there you have it. That's how I made my Beauxbatons shoes for my Beauxbatons costume. Next week I will be posting how this was done. Finally! Because all it needs left to do is be hemmed. I can do that. Maybe. Anyway, come back next week if you're interested in seeing that. Bye!
Give it one more try.